today.
Individualizing the dose for each.
Welcome back. We are talking about a person's hormones. When they're out of whack, it can really have an effect on every aspect of their life. But you know what? You don't have to suffer anymore. Dr. Gino Tutera is here, and he's going to tell us about hormone replacement therapy using the Sotopelli therapy method. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, Sotopelli. That is the name of the method. Let's talk about it. But why don't we begin with menopause and andropause? What exactly are they? What happens?
Well, with the definition for menopause, in our practice is when the ovary is no longer capable of producing the estrogen and testosterone levels that a woman needs to remain normal and functional. They then, develop levels of pituitary hormone in the blood that become elevated, and the elevations of those hormones are what bring on sleeplessness and anxiety and irritability, and then hot flashes and night sweats. So it shouldn't be defined by age. Usually they say, oh, well, you got to be in your 50s.
Right.
I have people in menopause who are in their 30s.
Really?
Yes. And so therefore you have to have scientific methods of diagnosis. In andropause, it's when a man's testosterone is no longer adequate enough for him to be functional. And functional means being able to think clearly, being able to have the energy they once had, being able to have, the sexual desire they once did, but mainly stay functional so that they can exercise normally, they can recover more quickly, and that's common to both sexes.
Okay.
It's just not men alone.
Okay, now when you are suffering from either condition, you use the Sotopelli method to actually treat people suffering from these conditions. Tell me about it.
Well, the Sotopelli method is based on not just getting rid of your symptoms, because the symptoms, as I described to my patients, are like 10% of that iceberg above the water. It was the other 90% that sunk the Titanic. And that's what affects your general health, is not being able to change your internal physiology. What we do at Sotopelli is designed to change your physiology so that you once again are able to protect your cardiovascular system, your musculoskeletal system, keep your cerebral system functional and intact, and also help you promote wellness and quality of life.
All right. How is it different than other methods? Because I know you brought in a vial here, and there's a little pellet here. So how is this different than other methods that maybe use pellets?
Well, first of all, the pellets that we have are very specifically formulated to be almost nothing but hormone, almost 100% hormone, whereas other pellets may have a lot of fillers in them. And when that occurs, unfortunately, you have a breakdown of the pellet, which may not allow it to do the action that it needs to do to make you normal, so that you may get excess or insufficiency because of the fact the pellets aren't the same quality. And the way we differ is that we believe that we should individualize the dose to each patient, whereas other pellet that are administered, it's kind of like one size fits all.
And
everybody gets the same dose, and that just doesn't work.
All right, terrific. And you have books, too, that you can read along with, of course, this treatment.
I've written probably a total of 3 books. One of them the last one is in ebook form. The initial book was just written as a method of educating my patients in layman's language about what they're going through and how what we do helps.
Great.
The second book is much more comprehensive, and the third book is called You Don't Have to Live with It, The Science of Sotopelli.
Excellent. And before we go, your special that you have for anyone watching today.
Well, what we're hoping to do is offer if you have mentioned that today you saw me, that you're going to get a complimentary bottle of of our special health and wellness formula, which is free of any corn, wheat, dairy, egg, sugar, or gluten, and has nothing but it's only on a vegan basis. And it helps immunity, wellness, health, and energy. And
$30 off a patient visit. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
All right, we appreciate it. For more information, go to online sotopellitherapy.com or call the number on your screen. And up next, a look at what's new on DVD today and a prize you could win.
I just don't trust those cash for gold places.
Trust Speedy Cash. They're local and they have a direct relationship with the refinery.